Alright guys, how are we doing today? Steve Mingle, Final Web Design. In today's video I want to talk about why I'm done with all the AI hype, a new video from the YouTube series, so let's get in. Final Web Design, this is Steve. Alright guys, let's get into this video and see how this goes. I'm done with the AI hype.
I'm done with the AI hype. Now, I know this may sound like an old man yells at clouds video. I mean, I am old and AI agents live in the cloud, so there's that, but it's not really a video like that. You probably noticed that I don't cover AI assisted development all that much on the channel. It's actually on purpose. It's not that I hate AI and agents or something. I don't hate it at all. Actually, I use it all the time myself. But I do think it's important that we are honest about what AI can and what it can't do. And what I'm mainly fed up with is the limited view that some people seem to have about what software development actually is. I think in some cases AI helps us, but also it's not going to fully replace a software development team.
Well, there you go. Does AI help us? Yes, it does. Is it going to replace your development team? No, it's not.
Now, what is software development? There's a lot of people posting online about how they create complete teams of agents with different roles: engineers, testers, managers, agents that engage in office politics, the annoying colleague agent that keeps bothering you. And with that team, they then launch complete applications within hours, ship features within 10 minutes. Because that's what software development is all about, right? Shipping lots of stuff really fast. And whoever ships the most features the fastest wins the game. But is that really true, though?
Well, it's not true. And yeah, you can run up a quick app or whatever in Claude or ChatGPT, but ultimately, as you know, that you have to launch it, you have to drive traffic, you have to make sure all the shipping and emails and configuration. I mean, there's a lot of moving pieces in an application that you're not just going to turn on and make millions.
So is that really what matters? I mean, if you're a startup company, you want to develop an MVP and share it with your users to learn very quickly whether your idea is valid. I get it, that's important. The faster you know that, the better. But when you think about it, that's actually just a small slice of what most software development actually entails. Most software runs inside big companies that's doing all sorts of crucial work that you can't just change on a whim.
Exactly. All these companies like in Amazon, you can run up an application, but look at how much software management and as far as evolving the system, as far as managing a system like that, as far as making sure that system runs smoothly. Like, yeah, you can spin up the code, but there's so many pieces that still take daily maintenance and running to keep something like that going, or any application for any big, giant company like Amazon or a small mom and pop.
If you work, let's say, at a big bank or an insurance company, you don't want to ship things fast. That's very risky. It's reckless. All sorts of things can go wrong. You can expose secrets, lots of customer data that's in danger, accidentally delete important information, seriously breaking a crucial part of your backend that's going to cost you millions. And you end up with a bunch of lawsuits. Big companies don't care about shipping fast. They care about minimizing risk. And that's the first issue I have. You can blindly apply what is important to a solo developer for their side project, or a small team or an AI startup to a bigger established company. The needs are going to be very different. Of course, bigger companies also want to use AI as part of their software development, and they should. But a lot of other things there need to happen as well. And
well, just like you said, should you use AI? Yes, absolutely. Why wouldn't you? But it's only practical to several steps of an online business. It's not practical to just running the whole online business.
Lots of different people are going to be involved, from finance to risk management, marketing, sales, you name it. And that points to a second issue that I have with these type of posts. It presumes that software development equals writing code. Of course we write code, but honestly, it's a small part of what we actually do.
Isn't that the truth, though? That's what it's all about. Is like, how many lines of code have I written running an online marketing web firm, digital SEO firm here in Miami? written so little code. If anything, I'm maybe updating some like HTML, CSS, if you even call that code. Otherwise, maybe some like PHP features. But like, we don't work every day running code, because we're running online businesses. It's that code's already written with plugins, extensions. We're just making sure all the system moves, the sales are going out, the marketing. There's so many pieces that go to it that the code is such a small part.
We look at design and architecture. We organize things. We talk with stakeholders to figure out what we want. We write tests. We spend time coming up with creative solutions to problems. We think about what it means to design a system in a certain way. Can we design things so they are secure by default, that they naturally promote the way that we want users to interact with our systems? How can we make things simpler, more pleasant to use? How can we make sure that what we build today doesn't have to be done again tomorrow or the next sprint? And honestly, I view writing the actual code as an afterthought. If you thought things through beforehand, writing the code is not the hard part. I'm not saying we should.
Exactly. Writing the code is just putting that thoughts together. So you still have to have those thoughts to write the code, which AI can now assist with. But that doesn't run the online business.
Should go back to the waterfall model. We definitely shouldn't. But setting up things properly, really thinking things through, simplifying systems, coming up with creative generic solutions that stand the test of time, that is the hard part. It's like saying that you are a carpenter because you have an impact driver. It's nice to have a machine that drives screws into wood, but can you frame a roof? Can you build a wall? Driving the screws into the wood is the easy part. Now, you might say, well, that's where AI is now. In a few years, it's going to do all those things as well. But here's the thing. If you don't have any business experience, you might think that running a business is about delegating tasks. If that's the case, then yes, if AI can do all the tasks, well, we don't need people anymore. But that's actually not true. Running a business is not about delegating tasks. It's about delegating responsibilities. As a software developer, you're not just doing tasks. You are responsible for things. If you use AI to ship a feature that seriously damages your company, AI is not responsible for that. You are. And your boss is going to hold you responsible and you're going to get fired. That's not going to change. Somebody needs to be there to assume responsibility, decide what needs to be done and check that it's done correctly. So when you think about it that way, what are actually the skills that you need to be a successful software developer? Well, in short, you need to be someone that can take responsibility for things. And you can only do that if you know the fundamentals. To build a house, you need to know the fundamentals of carpentry. Being able to drive a screw into the wood is not the hardest part. And similarly for us, to build software, you need to know the fundamentals of software design and development. Because writing code is not the hardest part. And that's also the reason that I don't spend too much time on my channel talking about AI agents, because that's mainly related to writing code and it's not that interesting to me. I care about fundamental design principles like cohesion.
Same with me. It's like the code was never the fun part of building an online business and getting yourself established. And actually the code was never really a piece that it's the design, the look. What would I do with an agent? Have it just running to build more code? No, we're a web firm. We build online businesses. We do the UI, we do the marketing, we get the business driving traffic.
Traction and how you translate those things practically to the real world. And this is also what I will keep doing, what I will keep teaching on the channel. I don't want to make this a fluff or AI hype channel that, we have GPT 5 point whatever that's going to completely destroy Gemini or...
Right. Oh no, the new ChatGPT version came out and it does a few more things. No, I think we've already kind of seen what we get with that, and it's definitely exciting, but it's not building online businesses.
Or whatever other AI model we have this month. I don't care about those things. I focus on the fundamental things that I think you need to know to be a great software developer.
Well, here's my thoughts on how everything's going to change in a couple of months or years, is that I've been doing this now with the whole AI for about 2 years, really getting aggressive into the agents and the different platforms. And applications for probably 4 or 5 months now, and I'm seeing it all peak. Like the customers that we thought were going to walk away, that we thought we might go a different direction with AI, it's not necessarily going that direction. And in fact, in a lot of cases, things are just kind of actually coming back to us more and more to kind of be responsible for, again, all the things that take an online business to run: maintenance, servers, emails, updates, changes. That's what we're going to be here for. This is like getting a shovel, I think, with a bulldozer. Was that what Jeff Bezos said the other day? Yeah, it's going to be a tool. So use it, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.